Hello, I'm Catherine Casper. I'm a voice teacher, and I have been teaching voice for more than 50 years. This is video number 12. Part 11 is linked in the description below. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about the fundamental and how to get it. We can call it the fundamental or the core. Okay, the core of the voice, the first harmonic, whatever we want to call it. We've talked about this before, but let's just say it again. Okay, the first thing that we have to do is to move the pharynx a little bit back. How do we move the pharynx a little bit back? It's with the spine. The pharynx is in front of the spine, and so we're moving it back. Now, at the same time, we have to think about the soft palate and the uvula. They work together. When I tense my soft palate, it goes down. So what I want to do is to let it raise to a point, to a very distinct point. And the uvula is hanging in the back like this. The pharynx is here, and we have a space. Now, here are the chords. The chords are down below here. The chords need to be, the larynx needs to feel wide. We need to think about the tongue as wide, and that will control. Now, there are some teachers that talk about actually 2 points in the tongue that go down and support this. And that sometimes is useful for certain people. Maybe it will be for you, maybe it won't. But just think about thinking of 2 points down and open. And the spine is a little bit back with the Alexander technique. So the pharynx is a little bit further back. Now, the sound that I create is, the fundamental is here. Here are the chords. Let's think of the sound as starting there. Now, I'm going to open a little bit, move my head back a little bit, my spine back a little. And I get a very distinct harmonic right about here in my, it isn't in the front, it isn't against the hard palate, it's back in the back. If I think that the space that I need is an egg back here, eggs are smaller at the top than at the bottom. We don't want it to be like this. We don't want a round ball. We want this form. It's a good idea to repeat things. Now see, I wasn't saying a vowel. I was saying a schwa, if you will, if you know phonetics. Now let me do I added by making sure the air passes my lips, the goes to the front. I will do o. Now I'm going to do e. All right. I'm separating, what I'm doing is using the core, this idea of the 2 points, holding the larynx open, because we need to hold it open with muscles. Otherwise, it's going to collapse because the chords are moving very rapidly and everything will collapse if I don't use the correct muscles. All right. I'd like for Alexander to come here. Now, Alexander Gonzalez. This is Alexander, one student of mine. Now, would you do those things? Start with an go to the O, first of all. Good. Nice fundamental. Nice fundamental, yes. And then let the air pass the lips a little bit more. Good. And you see, while he's doing this, he has to make sure that his his space back here is not closing. This is so crucial. This is the basis of this open throat. Okay, now let's do it with E. I'm sorry. Now, Very good. That was a very good ah. Thank you very much. You can see it makes a difference when we start with the fundamental. Without the fundamental, my voice will not have the projection. And I get kind of a buzz, a resonance in this area if I'm just pushing without the fundamental. So it's important to begin with the fundamental, which is related to the tongue, which is related to the chords. It's right here. And so, if you have there are many questions, and there's this terribly many variables in all of this. The tongue is the major character here, and if it can stay wide and down, we are in much better shape than if it when we sing with the E. The tongue will naturally go up, and it needs to move in the front direction, not ever fully back and up. That will create a lot of tension in this area, which we don't want, and will not allow the vocal folds to function correctly. Thank you very much.